Hello guys, and welcome back to another For Honor Heroes build video. Today we're working on Lubu, aka Lawbringer, and the mode we're focused around is Breach Attack. So let's go ahead and get into the 3 perk selection. Out of the top 3 perks, or I mean not the top 3, the first 3 perks that are common that you're allowed to kind of mess with very easily, I choose Feline Agility over Bastion and Remedy. Reason why that is because it allows me off my first renown level to gain a 4% speed, which we all know your first feat or renown or skill that you get is pretty easy to obtain. On top of that, you get a 2% increase for the additional 3 feats or skills that you gain, for a total of 10% movement speed. This allows you to get to your allies to revive them, reinforce them, and or get to boost and or shield banners for your ram before the enemy grabs them, or prevent the enemies from reaching places that they need to vitally be at. Second perk I choose is Vengeful Barrier. The reason why I choose that is because it allows you to withstand even more damage once you get out of a geeky situation when you're in revenge. Half the time people like to back up a little bit, wait till you get out of revenge, and come back at you. This allows you to have the same remaining amount of health you had before revenge. On top of that, you gain a 25 health shield, which allows your teammates to have more time to come and reinforce you, and or if you're playing pretty defensive, you're allowed to get into another revenge, thus coming out with another shield. Now, I choose that over Last Stand and Bulk Up because, yeah, these increase your health, and yes, one does give you high damage reduction when you are in critical health state. But because you have to be in critical health state, in my opinion, I'm not going for it for Breach Attack. I'm more relying on my Righteous Deflection, my Vengeful Barrier, and my Rising Dawn to keep my allies alive. So let's go ahead and get into the feats. And for the first feat, I choose Conquer, and I choose this over Harsh Judgment and Body Count. Reason why that is because this allows you to obtain zones faster, which is kind of viable when it comes to attacking in Breach. Not only are you going to benefit off the capturing the zones faster, but every boost you pick up besides the shield, which you can't prolong because it only is activated as long as it's depleted, but your speed boost, the attack boost that you pick up in the map is faster. This also allows you to capture heal points quicker. Not only that, when you fight the, what is it? I think it's the command, no, not the commander, the Guardian in the map, your boost from the Guardian, which is the speed and the attack boost, lasts about 15 to 20 seconds more for each boost that you have and or pick up besides the shield. Keep that in mind, the shield is active as long as it's depleted. Now I choose it over Harsh Judgment because Harsh Judgment only affects the target enemy you're after, and it only shortens their stamina for a short amount of time. Now, reduces target stamina for a short amount of time, which makes them get exhausted quicker, but it does end quickly. It is a perk that a feat that you have to activate, unlike Conquer, where it's always there, and it's going to benefit you more than Harsh Judgment will. Body Count is pretty nice, especially if your job is to push the ramp. But with Conqueror, you got 2 jobs with 1 feat done rather than just having Body Count, which only allows you to benefit off of minions. Once you get to the Commander, the minions are going to be kind of rendered useless because you guys will be more focused on trying to defend yourself at the team as well as doing as much damage as you can to the Commander. Going on to the second feat, I choose Righteous Deflection. The reason why that is because I'm allowed to get into a battle, try to bait my enemies into a feat, a feint heavy. Once I do that, I'm allowed to parry them, gain high damage reduction, and once I get high damage reduction, that's when I start going ham, because I'm like, hey, if he does end up hitting me, I'm taking less amount than I would normally because it's a high damage reduction amount. Now, I choose that over Feint Lux and Juggernaut. Reason why that is because Feint Lux does no longer damage any minions and or players. It only exhausts anybody, especially yourself and or allies in the radius. If you happen to exhaust your commander, you're just setting him up for max punish from the enemy and or yourself, because you are the one taking on the commander, which is kind of nice. But again, Righteous Deflection is the way to go. You can use that against the Guardians and the commander if you need it to be. Juggernaut is a nice perk. I see it more viable in eliminations and or Dominion when you're holding zones, because half the time when a player is heading up to you, if you activate it before they see you, they won't notice that you activated Juggernaut. They just think that you have some kind of damage reduction on your bar, But what they don't know is you're uninterruptible, which allows you to continue swinging even if you're getting hit like the old school Shigoki. But you can get hit more than once. You can get hit up to 4 times and you will not flinch. But it is a short time span. It's a nice perk. It also makes you slippery, which means you will automatically counter guard breaks if it's not a punish. Again, Righteous Deflection, in my opinion, is the way to go. It's passive. You don't have to activate it, and it doesn't slow you down. My third feat I choose is Protective Revive. I choose that over Potent Mortis and a second wind. Yes, we want to stay alive. Lives matter. All lives matter. But this only recovers your health versus Protective Revive, which you grant a shield on top of you. Also, you're interruptible. Like when the Hidatori does executions and nobody can stop him unless you guard break him. It's the same way with the Lawbringer. But you also gain a shield while you're reviving your ally. Once you're done, that shield does go away, but the player you revive has a whole full health bar of shield on top of their regular 50% amount of health. But because you have Rising Dawn as a perk, they're going to get 75% health upon revive on top of a full-fledged bar of shield because you grant them that for reviving them. Potent Mortis does damage. It is good for crowd controlling B and Dominion, but in my other opinion, it's not really that great for this mode. Second win, again, you want to recover health, yeah, but being a team player, especially for breach attack, is very important. Moving on to the fourth feat. I would have liked to use maybe Catapult, like I said before. Mortis isn't so bad, but these matches in breaches last very long. Thus, Catapult would be more viable because it'll come back more than Mortis roll. Once you get 4 grenades launched with the Ember, it doesn't have a cooldown to refresh those 4 grenades, so you no longer have a fourth feat. Catapult refreshes within a long time, but they nerf the crap out of it. The players can see where it's going to land, they can hear it, and they have about 6 to 10 seconds before they get out. I choose Regenerate because the purpose of you're trying to stay alive, not only are you being a team player, but you're also supporting yourself. You can walk to any of these boosts that you're trying to pick up, like the shield, attack. As you're gaining those boosts and you're there, you're regenerating your health as well. As you're going to go revive an ally, you could revive them and then regenerate your health right off the bat because they'll be able to protect you while you do that, and or you can just get into the fight because you're going to have such a great health shield on top of their normal amount of health. That's basically it for the Breach Attack Lawbringer. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. Check out these videos detailed here in a couple of seconds. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.
One, two, three, four.